Hello there, and welcome to another video about makeup. Can't wait to do another makeup video. Today I am going to do another full face of one brand. As you can see by the title, we're gonna do a full face using only Wet n Wild makeup because it is hella cheap! No, but really, it's very affordable, and I, like you probably watching, don't have a ton of extra cash to be spending on super high-end products. I do when I can, obviously. I do like nicer products, especially when you're putting it on your face, but it is fun to show how affordable and accessible makeup can be, and affordable makeup is not always bad makeup, as you saw in my full face of e.l.f. video. Now, the Target I went to was out of stock on some things. For example, they didn't have any eyeshadow palettes. They don't have some other things like brushes and sponges and a primer, actually. Maybe Wet n Wild makes these, but they weren't at the Target I went to. Some of the steps are going to be missing because I just don't have them and I didn't want to, you know, cheat. Enough of that super long intro. As you're about to hear, my voice that I do when I'm filming in public is completely different than the voice that I do at home. Because in my own home, I can be loud and over the top, but in public you can't really do that, so don't mind my subtle voice that I'm about to use in this footage at Target.
Setting spray, blush. I guess that might be able to work. The only color of brow pencil they have appears to be medium brown, so I'm actually going to get one of these pencils. This is a concealer, and for foundation I'm just going to have to kind of guess with it. I mean, I think probably this one. It's quite the shade range, Wet n Wild. Right, looks like I've got enough stuff to create a good look. The other part of this challenge is to not spend a ton of money since, let's remember, I'm not a famous YouTuber or anything.
So like I said, there was no Wet n Wild primer, which is fine because it's not like the most necessary step of your makeup routine. I personally like a primer because I feel that it makes my foundation look better, but if you don't have a primer, that's fine. There was, you know, a million years that went by before primer was even invented and women were just fine. So here we go with the foundation. This is called the Photo Focus Foundation. I just grabbed the darkest color. The fact that this is the darkest color that they have,
I can't not compute.
it makes me want to just cancel this video right now because that's so insane. I guess this video could also be called super affordable makeup for anybody who has skin my color or lighter. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it has this. Okay, good. It only went on my leg. No worries. So, wow, I wasn't expecting that. I thought it was going to be a pump. So let me just clean up this mess that I just made. Okay, that's going to be a good color match at least. It comes with a spatula. That is so weird. So I guess I'll just paint it on my face here. I got this brush at TJ Maxx and I believe it was $3. So it's not Wet n Wild, but similar on the pricing. I've got some new friends. Here they both are. Ladies, how are we doing? The foundation seems to be doing a pretty good job of at least, you know, the bumps are still there, but at least the redness is gone, which is, you know, sometimes all you can ask for. Okay, I just did a thing with the lighting and I'm super proud of myself. Let me show you what I did. Aren't I innovative? I took my pink sheer bathrobe thing and put it over the top of my ring light. I feel like that made the light just so much better and less harsh and less blown out. So that's great. Moving on to concealer called a Mega Glow Makeup Stick. I don't know why you would want your concealer to glow, but here we go. Foundation, it feels great. It's weird because it kind of smells like paint thinner, which is probably bad for your face, but the coverage is nice and the color's great. Lucky me having a skin tone that fits into Wet n Wild's idea of what skin tones deserve foundation. So I got this concealer open. It's just a stick. Alright, that's okay. So this is a little bit peachy concealer, which is nice because peachy tones are actually really good for under eye dark circles. It's not super thick and it has a little bit of a satiny finish, which is interesting. I definitely wouldn't do this one if you have oily skin, probably. For powder, I didn't see any loose setting powder, but I did find this mattifying powder right here. It looks like it's a pressed powder. It's really... Hello? Knock knock, where's the powder? Oh, there it is. Ugh. You can't really bake with a pressed powder. I mean, you could if you like scratched it up and created a loose powder out of it, but we're just gonna skip the baking step today and just do a light layer of powder over the face so that we can go in with our powdered bronzer and blush. This was the darkest bronzer they had, this side right here. Again, that's just completely weird that they don't have anything darker than that. This is a powdered bronzer. It comes with this highlighting side too. I'm not a big highlight contour person. I prefer to do like glow highlighter, so I'm just gonna stick to the contour side. So let's go ahead and dip in here with one of my brushes that has a string on it. See how much is flying off there? There. Hello? Where are you? Are you there, bronzer? It's me, Megan. I am not that impressed. Maybe if you had a lighter skin tone, this would look amazing on you. For me personally, not so much. Fine, this is an experimental video. This blush that I found, Color Icon, is called Mellow Wine. There goes my little try to get it open routine. Okay, I finally got it open, and I just needed to show you what it comes with. Are you kidding me? Like, what is this? A brush for babies. Tell me, whose face is this for? Like, maybe just don't even make these. Just don't make it. Don't make it. Don't include it. Don't make it. Bye. Okay, yeah. So the blush is much more pigmented than the bronzer. Oh, well. See, already went overboard. That's fine. If you ever go overboard with your blush, just grab your clean brush, a little bit of translucent powder, and go over the top. Makeup artists call that veiling, like to veil your color that you did on accident, kind of like how I veiled my ring light with my bathrobe. It just diffuses it a little bit. Little trick if you mess up. The blush is awesome. That's great. It's pigmented. It's great. How many times can I say great in this video? Great. They only had one color of eyebrow pencil, and it was called medium brown, which might be a good color for me, but in the event that it's not a good color, I also got this black eyeliner pencil just in case. Start going in and see if this color works, and if it does work, then I'll just use the brow pencil, and if not, we will add a little bit of that eyeliner. All right, so this brow pencil was working really great, but then it just, you can tell it really doesn't want to stick to the skin because I have such sparse eyebrows. So I am going to end up going in with this eyeliner pencil just to fill in those gaps. This is a really long pencil, by the way. I mean, here's the difference. That's a big old pencil. Oh yeah, see, instantly fixed. Right on the bottom there. It's just, I mean, it's a bummer that that's what my eyebrows are, that I have to color my skin. So it's not the worst eyebrow crayon ever. If you have nice brows and just like to do a little bit of darkening or a little bit of fill-in, then this is a great eyebrow tool for you. If you are like me and have barely any eyebrows, this is a skip. Time for a spritz. I have the Photo Focus Matte Finish Setting Spray here today. There we go. It's always good when you have a pump sprayer like this to do a couple sprays into the air before you get on your face, because those first sprays can be too thick and leave you with like water droplets on your face, and that's not the look that you're going for. A really nice wide spray though once I got it warmed up. I already owned this Wet n Wild highlighter. It is in the color Golden Flower Crown. That's a nice name for a highlight. I really like this. I've used it before in other videos even, and just in my life, and it's really blinding and beautiful. Definite win for Wet n Wild. For my eyes, I'm gonna just take this bronzer color here since I didn't have an eyeshadow to use, that I always do, which is taking my bronzer and pulling it through the crease and outer corners of my eyelids to give myself some warmth. I'm gonna take that blush color as well, put some of that onto the corners of my eyes. That bronzer barely did anything. It's definitely a skip for me. Little pinky bronzy eye look for you this evening. I go in with the light color of this and put it, oh my gosh. Okay, found out where all the pigment was. It was on this side. Holy crap. Okay. Look how much is still on the brush. I mean, you watch me, I barely even touched it. I bought this glitter because I had to, duh. Oh, whoa. Okay, weird. Weird. It's dry. Oh, and it's like flaky. It's dry and flaky. It looks like it would be like a wet cream, but it's just dry, loose glitter that they just like pressed into this. Normally with loose, dry glitter like that, you would want to lay a glitter glue down first, but I don't have a Wet n Wild glitter glue, so we're just going to say a prayer to the glitter gods and go in with our finger. I'm just very lightly tapping it on because I don't want it to go everywhere. Shockingly, there's not a ton that fell out onto my face. There's weirdly a lot left on my finger though. I am so confused about the formula of that particular product. I bought a liquid eyeliner here. The trick with the wing eyeliner is just to be confident with it. Go for it instead of taking forever, because the longer you take trying to make your wing perfect, the more you'll end up messing up. Just a classic liquid eyeliner, not mad about it at all. So now for the most expensive item that I got. Everything else was $6 and under, but this was $9.99. Fiber lash extension kit. First, prime your lashes with mascara, then put on the fibers, and then seal it with more mascara for really dramatic results. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Looking good so far. Grab the fibers here. Okay, I wonder how many fibers you're supposed to do, like 1 coat, 2 coats, right? It's kind of like, do you see that? It's like flaking off and floating around. Another layer of mascara over the top. Cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the other eye, just the mascara to start with, and see if there's much of a difference. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a difference. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's a huge dramatic difference by any means. I was kind of expecting all of a sudden to look like I was wearing false lashes. I think just a regular old mascara could complete this same effect if you just did lots of layers. For the final touch, of course, some lipstick. This is the Mega Last Liquid Catsuit lipstick, and I think I've talked about this in a different video, can't remember which video, but I have been using this particular lipstick for a very long time now, and it is so good. That is a beautiful lip, and I only dipped in 1 time. Unless I am ready to take it off with a makeup wipe, it's not moving. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes, and I have to show you. Here's my blank hand. Mwah. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Up online, they actually do have brushes. They're just not sold in stores, which is weird. Wet n Wild, sell your brushes in stores. I would have loved to try that out. The Wet n Wild products that I would say skip and spend a little bit more money for a nicer product would be the mascara. It's pretty, but whatever. Skip this for sure. This powder was underwhelming. The things that I think you should definitely go for: highlighter for sure. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Of course, the lipstick. The blush is actually really good. I'm into the spray. I love that it has a really wide mist to it. This foundation is good. It was only $6. It smells a little weird, but it went on really light. Happened to be lucky enough to fit into the very small color range that they offer at the drugstore. My skin feels like it's breathing, so that's good. Not super passionate about it, but I also don't hate it. The concealer was fine. Not great, not terrible. The glitter is the super weirdest. I still didn't understand the texture at all. Beautiful and really shiny and glittery and fabulous. This was a great haul. All of these products that I used today came out to being $50. But $50 is less than I spent on this one primer, for example. So I would say, yay, Wet n Wild, great job. Some things to go for, some things to not.
That's how it is with every brand.
Thank you so much for choosing to watch my video out of the millions of makeup videos that exist, and I will see you for my next video. Bye-bye. I wanted to do a quick check-in. It's been about 3 hours since I finished filming, and the lips are still perfectly intact. My eyes look really pretty, and the glow is there. Granted, I'm sitting in front of a fireplace. Obviously, I'm very glowy, but yeah, the makeup held up really great. For only $50, this is a pretty solid routine.